And we're live. Hello from Long Beach, California. This is Pulp Fiction Live, and right in front of us we have the handsome Ryan Skinner.
Oh, stop it!
It's true. It's true. And we cut the camera 2, and look at all these beautiful people over here. Hello, everybody. We cut the camera 3, and look, the producers of the show, Megan and Derek. Hello. The real reason we're here is Mr. Ryan Skinner.
Is that the real reason we're all here?
It's true. It's true. It's your world. We're just the supporting characters in it, Ryan.
Oh, hi. Hello. It's my turn to talk. Hello. Welcome to Tuesday live unboxing show. We're going to do it a little chaotically today because the former owner of Pulp Fiction Long Beach, Michael Lerner, is moving. Sad. It's not sad. He's going to have a great time. So we're doing a little go away thing here.
Are those real children behind you, or are those ghosts?
Everything is CGI.
Oh, perfect.
It's all CGI.
So you've driven Mike out of town. He's tired.
I finally did it.
He's finally moving.
The town wasn't big enough for the two of us.
Oh, careful of the cables, pal. Well, that's exciting. Hopefully, we can get him on camera, and maybe we can show his special cake.
Maybe
his special cake.
That's a good way to make everybody not care that he's leaving, is showing what his favorite football team is.
Yeah, his Rams cake, his Chargers cake. Louis says, hi, guys. Hi. All right, cool. So anything else going on in the store? Any events? How did the last week go, Ryan?
Things are going really well. I've been pricing up a lot of really high ticket keys, and I'm going to have even more tomorrow. And I don't know if I'm even post about it because I'm really busy. So first dibs, first looks, first chances are going to be here at 10 o'clock in the morning.
So you teased that last week with some stuff. You had your price gun go up to...
$300.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a lot of numbers.
That's a lot. And I think we have stuff that we might have some stuff that gets higher than that. I'm not sure. I got to sit down and look. Hello. Anyway, so I guess that's my only thing to talk about. We didn't
have a live show last week, right?
We didn't have a live show last week.
And there's something going on Thursday, right?
Thursday, we're not going to have any power. That's right. Thank you, Derek. I sent out a newsletter and put it on social media in case you're just hearing about it. Thursday, we're going to be closed because there is a scheduled outage, and it's pretty much going to be all day. So, we're just going to take the day off.
Is this a real reason, or are you going to like Disneyland or something?
No, it's a real reason. There's a lot of work to be done. I'd prefer to have electricity, but there will be no electricity. So without any electricity, there is no day open on Thursday.
The spice must flow.
So yeah, don't come Thursday. Don't come.
Come
if you want, but you're gonna have to look at everything through the locked door. No, it's a huge DC week and a very small Marvel week. So Derek's very happy.
DC, fire.
And
I did read, Ryan. I did read that Justice League Road to Dark Crisis.
Yeah,
and it was good. I'm excited about this.
I still have plenty of those. I also have second printings of Justice League 75, the Death of the Justice League, which we did sell out of. So I got everything. If you go over there on the shelf, you're going to see Death of the Justice League, Road to Dark Crisis, and then Dark Crisis #1, the first of the big summer event from DC Comics this year.
Well, before we get into showing all the new stuff, did you want to show a little video that we prepared?
Yeah.
Or do you wanna do that later?
We can do it right now. That's fine. We're hope to do more events, and the ones we've had have been chronicled by Derek Easley Entertainment. We're going to show you a little. What do you call something like that? Sizzle reel?
Well, hype video.
Hype video that he put together, which is really great, and it's going to live on the website forever at some point when I fix the website. But for now, you can check it on YouTube. But if you're watching now, you're in for a treat. Here you go. I don't know how to cue you up more than that.
Free Comic Book Day, Long Beach, California.
Join us at Pulp Fiction Long Beach.
just excited to be here. Really, the importance of Free Comic Book Day is to get people to come to your local comic shop. It's all over the world, in fact.
Comic books just have a way of getting into your heart, your soul.
Getting kids to read is the most important thing. This year, we're doing a very special thing for the Hero Initiative, where we're raffling off the Justice League Avengers trade paperback that was put out by the Hero Initiative. It's going for like $200 on eBay. $1 raffle ticket. All 100% of the money goes to the Hero Initiative.
I've gone to just about every free comic book day that has existed. Come to Pulp Fiction Long Beach. Reading is like doing push-ups for your brain. Comic books are where it's at.
The Long Beach Rescue Mission. If you bring non-perishable items like canned goods, you get extra free comics. If you don't have any perishables and you want to donate money, we give them all, 100% of the money goes to them.
Comic book stores are inextricably linked to their communities. I know hundreds of people through here, people that I consider lifelong friends.
Oh, I have so many comics from this store.
We love this store so much.
I've been going here since I was a kid. I got some free comic book stuff that I was able to give to my niece. There was some Star Wars stuff, some Teen Titans Young stuff, and some like Batman and Robin things. And now she loves comics.
The staff and the owners really care about helping you get the comics you want.
I love Free Comic Book Day because it is what allowed me to get into comics. I loved the idea of it, grew up with the superhero shows and all that from my family, but I didn't know where to start, and so Free Comic Book Day gave me a really low barrier to entry to get into comic books.
A lot of our customers that have been shopping with us for years, their first thing was Free Comic Book Day at one of our events, and then they just kept coming back, and that's wonderful. It brings a tear to my eye. Stab it, and also they get to drink it upside down, which feels like breaking the rules.
We're back.
Oh, woo! I don't know about you, but my hair is blown back or something. No, these guys did a great job on that, and I do recommend them if you want something like that done for yourself. They're a one-stop shop, full operation. So
That's all Megan, really.
Reach out to Derek. I know it's all Megan, but I have to say that Derek's involved. You know, his name's on the masthead. So.
Yeah, exactly. Before we move on to comics of the week, I think a couple of things that happened since our last show. How was Memorial Day?
Memorial Day was great. I did kind of a last minute sale, which people seem to take advantage of. Dave came here with all his books on Memorial Day, so people had some different things to dig through on Monday. It was good. Yeah, we had a good turnout. I don't know why I'm making horsey sounds.
Because horses like you.
I forgot to mention, Ink and Drink is tomorrow. We got Ink and Drink once a month. You guys hear me talk about it all the time. I'm never going to stop. Next one is tomorrow. Supply and demand. Come and hang out and let's share a beer together and look at some cool artwork. And I'll be there for a little while tomorrow. So Ink and Drink, Supply and Demand. Come check it out, whether you know how to draw or not. Come see your awesome local artwork that's having the awesome local art scene that happens here in Long Beach.
And a number of those artists came for the Transformers Day, right?
That's right. Yeah. So if you came to Transformers Day and you want to see more of those guys' stuff, Erwin Papa, Roshi something, I got to ask what his last name is, and June the Goon. They'll be there along with a lot of other really talented folks.
Very cool. All right. Well, you know me, I always got like pop culture things to say, but I'll try to keep it real quick because we got other things. Hey, we finished Stranger Things season 1. Did you watch that yet, Ryan?
I watched season 4.5.
4.5. Okay. You liking it so far?
Yeah, that's my favorite out of all the things everybody's talking about right now.
It's very violent, Ryan. Very violent.
Well, it's almost like that's part of why I like things.
There we go. And then we watched Kenobi season 3. We're kind of getting a little worried about continuity stuff. What are you thinking about, Ryan? Did you watch it?
Yeah, I think so. I've seen 3 so far. I don't know how many.
That's the latest one.
Okay. I won't say anything. I'm going to say that my wife, though, who's not a Star Wars nerd or anything, she watches these things because she likes to watch things, called that episode fan bait.
Oh, okay.
She's never used that word before. I've never
Yeah.
heard it. I don't know where she learned it. I'm not even completely sure what it means. But to an outside person looking in, fan bait.
Yeah.
Derek, I started watching Raised by Wolves, and I love it. And they just announced that they're going to cancel it.
It's all your fault, Ryan. You finally listened to me, and they canceled
I was the
show.
one person. If I had started watching it earlier, I would have kept it alive.
Yeah.
I'm not going to watch anymore because I really enjoy it, and I'm not going to get all wrapped up in it.
There's rumors they might save it with a movie, so I would suggest finishing it. But
maybe I will keep watching.
But episode or season 2, spoiler, does not end cleanly. It does.
It sounds like I'm going to be putting myself in. What's the Western show on HBO?
Westworld.
What? No, the real Western show.
Yeah.
No, the real Western. Deadwood.
Deadwood. Yes.
Not a fake Western.
How dare you?
Fakey Western.
Ruben says he loves the video, and Louise says Derek made a sizzle reel for Pulp Fiction, but didn't include the dinosaurs and purple pants. Well, he's here on the live screen
Next
right
time
now for Louise. All right, so a couple other pop culture things. Yeah, we're just worried about it. We're obviously gonna finish it, and we're happy about seeing Ewan McGregor and what's his name, Anakin Skywalker, who plays Hayden Christensen back. But yeah, just being lifelong Star Wars fans, there's a certain character who they might have offed early, and we're like, wait a second, that character is still alive and other things, and we're just worried about like literally the opening of Episode 4, A New Hope, not making sense because they're playing around with old relationships and continuity in the show. We might be wrong. We'll see how it plays out, but it's getting close to the danger zone.
Be careful, Disney. The natives are restless.
Exactly. The Boys season 3.
Oh yeah, I'm in.
Dropped episodes 1 through 3.
I've seen the first 2.
Okay.
I think that is the most, and this is me talking. That is the wildest thing I have ever seen in a popular television show. I was shocked.
Yeah, we both looked at each other and went.
I mean, all the time with that show. But the one thing in particular, I said they're not showing that they're showing.
Oh yeah!
Wow.
And Ryan, can I tell you,
me.
They built a 30-foot long, 11-foot tall prop. That's practical, Ryan.
It's pretty amazing.
Can you imagine being on set for that?
Wife said, "Trying too hard." Was her response to that one, and she's been enjoying it. So I don't give my wife's reviews because she's not a nerd or any of this stuff, and she's as honest as it gets because she literally has no dog in the fight.
Yeah.
But I'm really enjoying it, and I was just laughing hysterically, and couldn't believe my eyes. When
It's
they did that stuff.
unbelievable. Billy the Butcher is great.
Yeah,
and
finally getting powers.
Homelander's awesome, and just I always preach the check out Pulp Fiction because if you like the show, the books are even crazier.
They're here. Well, I would have said they're always crazier, but I don't know, man. that was hard to believe. That was something.
Yeah. Speaking of books, you got any Miss Marvel, Ryan? Because Miss Marvel comes out on Wednesday.
We got a little bit, but probably not enough.
Okay.
It's all back ordered.
Ozzy Rodriguez says he's loving The Boys. Lauren Johnson says The Boys episode 1 was like surprise emoji. Yes. Indeed. Well, Miss Marvel is coming to Disney Plus on Wednesday. I gotta be honest, you're on camera, by the way, baby. I'm not saying don't eat. I just want to let you know.
It's ASMR.
I gotta be honest. Just by watching some of the trailers, I'm like, man, this show is gonna be Marvel's miss. Like, it looks, the production value, the costumes don't look great, but like the people who've seen it are loving it so far. So we're definitely gonna give it a chance.
Yeah,
and we're excited about Kamala Khan. Two things I think that are really cool is that actress who plays Kamala Khan,
she
used
seems
to cosplay
so charming
as Kamala Khan, and she's like a comic book nerd. Like,
she seems like it. Yeah, she was like explaining it 616.
Exactly, on the red carpet, she like knows like her Marvel trivia. So like super happy for her. So definitely check that out Wednesday, Disney Plus. Ryan, we got our Jurassic World 3 tickets.
Congratulations.
Thursday.
Good for you.
It's gonna make $1 billion, Ryan.
It's probably going to.
You don't care about dinosaurs? Not even a dinosaur in purple pants, right?
Jurassic World broke me.
Megan loves.
Are they riding them?
Are
they being ridden?
Hopefully, with machine guns.
It took them 3 years.
I don't know. We haven't seen them.
Three movies, I mean. I will probably catch it at home some point, maybe streaming, maybe someday.
We are very excited about it.
I saw Top Gun Maverick and I loved it. Does that buy me back any credit?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. Sure does. That movie is incredible. And then it's Netflix Geek Week right now, so they're releasing stuff about the Umbrella Academy, which I'm sure makes Stephen Howarth happy. But they also dropped a new Sandman TV
I
show.
saw
trailer.
it.
You see
Yeah.
that? What are your thoughts?
I liked some of it and I didn't like some of it.
Megan, who knows nothing about the character of the show, she thought the guy just looked like a punk.
He
This
looks
guy's supposed to be scary.
He looks like a band member from My Chemical
That's Megan, that's exactly what Sandman is. It's exactly what he is. He's a walking, talking hot topic. But it was before it was a meme. It's 1988 or so. I think he looks exactly like Morpheus. I think he's looks just like him. But it was just kind of weird to see him like take out cops. I guess that was kind of strange. It's like there's no police officers in the Sandman comics. Like it just doesn't. It's not a part of it at all. It's
Right.
it's not the real world hardly at all. But I gotta know. I want that show to do really well because I want to sell a whole bunch of Sandman graphic novels. So
There you go. We'll definitely be giving it a chance, and
definitely
much like Lord of the Rings being on Amazon, we're just so mad at Warner Brothers for mining out their content. Sandman should be on HBO, and they
should be in a museum.
Should be in a museum, but we'll see it. Also, a new Wednesday Addams show for Netflix.
Okay.
From Tim Burton,
Yeah, I saw that.
and that one girl from Scream is in it.
Oh, she's the one that plays.
Yeah. Speaking of Scream, Ryan, did you ever see that latest Scream?
Not
movie?
yet.
It was good.
Yeah.
But they're making Scream 6, and guess what?
Sans
Nev
Sydney.
Campbell will not be in it. Is that how you say her name? Nev Campbell? Because they're not going to pay her enough money. Just pay the woman. She's the final girl of the franchise, Ryan.
Yeah.
Your thoughts?
Pair.
Yes.
I agree with
Fair.
Derek. I concur.
As you should. And that's it for pop culture news.
It's weird because I can't see you. I can kind of see your mouth and your nose.
You should see the new logo.
I can see
and
your eyes
everything.
now
Put
when I go like
Megan
this.
put on the whole screen is really cool. Hey, look, we're about to see Jamie. Jamie, come on camera here. Hi, Jamie. All right, back to Ryan.
Back to me.
So cool. All right, let's talk
Do some
about what we
comics.
came here for.
Okay.
Comics.
We got a big old stack of DC comics because it's a big week for them, and then a barely anything week for Marvel, and then a few cool indies this week also. So here, let's do it. I told you already, I got the second printing for Justice League 75. This is the Death of the Justice League. If you missed this, this is your second chance. You can pick this up.
So that's the image underneath the acetate.
That's
from the
right.
First printing.
Right? I'm a little bummed that they didn't actually put Death of the Justice League somewhere on it. I'm going to have to do the marketing job myself with a post-it note, but that's fine. You're definitely going to want to read this first before you read Dark Crisis. In my opinion.
They kind of lie with saying Road to Dark Crisis starts here because you want to read 75, you want to read the free comic book day book, right?
Yeah.
And then you want to read the book that came out last week.
I have all of those things.
And then you want to read something else that you're about to show.
I'm a one-stop shop for Dark Crisis. There's cool big wraparound cover here.
Oh, Ryan, quick, name every character on that cover.
I would if we had more time. I really enjoyed it. I think that the part that I enjoyed the most is the part that's most important, which is the interactions between these characters that they're trying to get you to care about now, right? So they just took away all of their most popular characters. And now we need to care. What is it like when John Kent gets into it with Black Adam? What is it like when Wally gets into it with Damian? These are the things that we're going to have to, get excited about. And I think they did a very good job with that. So there's a lot of good moments. I recommend checking it out. There is one moment that I'm kind of like, wow, that's didn't happen, because if that did happen, that's too much. So I think it's kind of one of those bait and switch things. It won't be nearly it's pretty shocking, I thought.
The previous issue, I liked the interaction between Nightwing and John. That was
a lot
good.
of that still. Again, a lot of like, who are the senior members of the DC universe now, right? That we've, who's stepping up, who's doing this, what places are people going to?
I think Ambush Bug should be in charge.
Ambush Bug is on the new Justice League. He's not. He's not. Yeah, definitely cool. Definitely check it out. It's a 7-issue limited event. It's going to go throughout the summer. And I think I have plenty of copies, but you never know.
Real quick before you move on, I did miss a couple comments here. Stephen Howarth says that The Boys needs more blood. I mean, it's like G-rated.
Yeah.
He also says the Sandman looks great, and he wanted us to know that Sandman was first published in January of 1989.
89. I was
Well,
off by
thank
a year.
you, Steve. And then Louise says, I'm looking forward to Jurassic World, hoping that Colin Trevorrow got my emails to include dinosaurs engineered with purple pants. Yes. Everyone
Purple
wants to see that.
feathers this time around.
Ruben says that also included the free comic book day story. So that book that you just
Yeah.
showed. So you don't have to read the free comic book day
No,
book.
but I
You
have
get
it here
there.
anyway if you want one.
Perfect.
Okay, I'm going to keep going.
Yes.
These are all the covers.
That's
Wait,
dope.
I'm going to do Dawn of the Dead. But wait. How
many covers do you have total? You're on the floor.
Wait, these are
Yeah.
both.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Megan likes the Yara Flora cover.
There was a Jim Lee homage cover, but we sold out. We get all my extra copies went to Pulls. I ordered a few more extra copies. If you want one, let me know. I think I can still get them.
Did I get mine, Ryan? That's what's supposed
Derek,
to
you get everything. We also have the beginning of Pride Month, so DC's jumping all in on that. We have a DC Pride oversized one shot 2022. They did this last year as well. Lots of different creative teams featuring your favorite LGBTQ characters. That's the main cover there. And then I also have the wraparound. What do you call that?
Wraparound cover.
Wraparound cover.
Well, hold that back up, Ryan. So what's interesting is that
this one,
Dreamer on the very camera, right?
I don't know that character.
She's from the Supergirl TV show.
Ah, okay.
And so they've recently integrated her into the comics, so that's cool.
Okay, we also have Flashpoint Beyond #2, which has been a really good seller. People want to keep up with this. People have been saying there's some scuttlebutt that this and Dark Crisis are not ignoring each other forever.
Oh, really?
That's what I heard. I have a lot of ratios have sold already. A lot of people are claiming things, but I do have one of these 1 in 50 by Ivan Rice for Flashpoint Beyond #2. Speed Force, yeah.
That's so cool.
Very cool for $29.99.
That's Flashpoint Beyond?
That's Flashpoint Beyond #2. We also have, God, there's so much stuff from DC. It's ridiculous. We have a new book called Multiversity Teen Justice. Yeah. Didn't get a chance to read this one yet. A whole slew of new characters for you to check out.
So that's some characters from Future State and some characters from like Multiversity, right?
Man, I have no idea.
Yeah.
We have also Nubia, Queen of the Amazons, a new 4-issue miniseries for those of you that are doing all the Wonder Woman stuff. And a really pretty ratio to go along with it.
She looks dope.
And the other really good book, DC book this week was Poison Ivy. I really enjoyed this. In fact, I think I need to order more.
Where does that kind of jump off after Joker War stuff?
I believe so, because I didn't read any of that stuff, and I didn't feel lost or anything, but they are addressing things that I didn't read. So yes, the impression I got was that she had a lot of power, and then all that power was taken away. So that's what I get from that book. We have a 1 in 25 available still. Oh, I have the 1 in 50. I forgot to take it down. That's okay. Check it out on the website. No. Everybody's going to trip and fall. There's too many things. Go visit the pulpfictionbooksandcomics.com. I posted something on Instagram. You can go and see the variants and what prices they are available at. 1 in 25 ratio variants, only $10. That shows you how many stores across the country ordered Poison Ivy, probably quite a bit. I went too fast. That's it for DC. It made it sound like it was so much, but it was a lot.
Cody Lyon says Multiversity is my favorite Michael Keaton movie.
Sven wants to let you know on Instagram that the camera seems less in focus. The Facebook camera seems less in focus than the Instagram camera, if it matters to you. Javier is waving hi. Hello. And I'm sorry, Derek, what did you say? Tell me with pizza in your mouth right now. Tell me right now.
Read that.
I want everybody to know you're eating pizza.
Cody Lyons says Multiversity is my favorite Michael Keaton.
Oh, that wasn't worth it. That wasn't worth
And
taking
Luis
time.
just said Multiversity was the name of my interpretive dance group in college.
That's a little bit more funny. Okay. So big week for DC. All of our DC folks that come in on Tuesday because they don't want to rub elbows with anybody else. We're like, whoa, it's a lot of books. So yeah, it's a lot of books. So Okay, moving on to Marvel. Light week, but a big one. We got a big gun. We got Fortnite Marvel Zero War. This is very similar to that Batman Fortnite thing that they did last year before. Time has no meaning. I can't remember. We're going to have some video game people come visit the comic book store. We're going to see if we can get them into comic books because they are here just to get the sweet code, costume code, or whatever it is in this. I am limiting this one per customer. So if you didn't already pre-order your copies, you are only going to be able to grab one from me. We'll see if we can order more. But I think I have plenty. I didn't read it because it's polybag. They do that because they don't want people to go in there and steal the code. We also have from Marvel a new, almost like there's a movie coming out, Jane Foster and the Mighty Thor. So if you enjoyed that, you enjoyed Jane Foster with Mjolnir, some version of Mjolnir, you're going to want to check that out. I haven't had a chance to read it yet. Wendy, who loves such things, said it was really good. Yeah?
We're getting digitized look on streaming. So let's try to fix that real quick.
Just talk about stuff. What's up, Instagram? It's been a long time. How have you been? How's your mother?
How's your mother? Hey, Donkey, how's your mother?
I am going to go to a Godzilla convention in July, at the end of July, and I have to bone up on Gamera and Ultraman. So no pressure. I just have to watch a whole bunch of movies and TV shows before I go. Okay.
Good.
We also have Peach Momoko, beautiful Peach Momoko cover here for Jane Foster and the Mighty Thor. If you're trying to get all your Jane Foster Thor stuff in order. And we have a couple of ratios as well. We got a 1 in 25 and a 1 in 50. And her various duds. I'm getting good at this. Getting fast and good.
And we're gonna have like 5-minute shows. What's going on?
Well, the Mike's gonna come over and make a 15-minute speech. On the indie front, I read some of this stuff. We have some good things. After School, what is it called? Skybound presents After School. I don't know why it's called that. Actually, I have no idea. I think they're doing a bad job marketing this, to be honest. This is a horror anthology. Each issue is just its own thing with a completely different creative team. It's only going to be 4 issues. Highly recommend at least this first one. This was written by Benson and Moorhead. So some of you guys might know that name from working on Moon Knight. For me as a horror fan, I know these guys from their Spring and Endless and these other kind of really idiosyncratic, almost Lovecraftian kind of horror films that they make. And they did a great script for this, drawn by Josh Hinkle. Thought it was fantastic. Highly recommend it. Completely self-contained, one and done. Horror story about a dog that is more than it seems. Definitely check that out. We have a couple of astronaut books this week. Sometimes that happens. They're from the same publisher. I have Astronaut Down from Aftershock, and I also have Where Starships Go to Die from Aftershock. Out of the two, this was definitely, well, I didn't read this one yet, but I really enjoyed Astronaut Down. It's actually kind of it's a misleading title. They are astronauts, but they're not traveling to space. So I'll just say that. Good artwork, very interesting sci-fi premise. I definitely recommend Astronaut Down. You should check it out. This was a nice surprise. I didn't really post about it or anything like that. I ordered a few copies of this from Scout. It's called Code 45. The reason why I did it is because I figured, well, at the very least, it has a dragon right here hiding out in the corner of the comic, and Annie might like it and recommend it to people. I liked it, and I'm going to recommend it to people. I love it when there's comics about a totally normal world. Everything is completely fine and normal. The only difference, there's just one thing that's out of whack. And the one thing that's out of whack, and this takes place in Canada, I think it's in Montreal.
Canadian.
The only thing that's different is that there's dragons in the subways. And so it makes it a really interesting proposition if you work for the Montreal Metro, and especially if you drive a train, especially if you drive it on the night shift. I thought this was really cool. I only got a few copies. I would recommend picking it up and just flipping through it, seeing if it's your thing. We got some more kind of fantasy stuff. We have Orcs, the Curse, a new Kaboom book by, what's her name? Stephanie Larson? Christine Larson, excuse me. I really enjoyed the first round of Orcs books that they did. I think you can just pick these up and get into them at any point. So just fantasy stuff, a little bit of humor. We have Eric Powell. That's probably what made me pay attention, is that I love Eric Powell as the artist, The Goon, and he did a really wonderful alternate cover for that. More fantasy stuff. We have Twig #2, which I bring up because #1 was so hot. It was so popular. Definitely check out Twig if you're into like The Hobbit, you're really going to want to check that out. I have plenty of copies of #1, so you can start. Yes. Johnny on the spot. That's you. I have a couple of different ratios, but I wanted to show you this one. I have a 1 in 50 that I'm selling for real cheap, just $20. Get some Scotty Young cover, which I think this artwork is original to the ratio. I can't remember. Not a huge week for graphic novels, but we do have a couple. We had kind of a hit series last year called Dark Blood, about we'll say World War II soldiers, their place in America, coming back from the war, and adding superpowers. So if that sounds interesting to you, don't forget to check out Dark Blood. And Jeff Lemire fans, take note. We got another new joint from him called Maze Book. I only read the first issue of this, but I thought it was fantastic. If you're really like the Jeff Lemire stuff that he writes and draws, it's a little bit weirder, a little bit melancholy, a little bit more dark probably than things that he just writes. I highly recommend Maze Book. We have quite a few of these. And it's a beautiful hardcover that they put together. It's really nice.
Stephen Howard says HBO just officially passed on the J.J. Abrams Jimmy God series because of the budget.
Yeah, Stranger Things episodes getting out of control, right?
And then Louise says, Astronaut down. What took him down? Was it gravity? Wow.
You know what's really funny about that is that there is literally a line in the comic where it says, Astronaut down! I was like, okay. Last thing is I got these really rad Diamond Select Toy The Crow action figures. We got any Crow boys and girls out there? I think so. I know for a fact that a lot of you are big Crow fans, so we'll see if we can get somebody to pick these up.
Here, hold that up, Ryan. I'm going to take a picture. Hold it this way. There we go.
I don't remember what the price is on these. I can't recall. Less than 30, I think. Maybe 30. I'm out of breath, and that's it. I showed you everything. That's all I got. That's all I have.
Cody,
is it enough?
Says that. Did you just say that my joke wasn't worth it?
No.
I'll
yes.
have my revenge.
Okay. I'm scared. How was NAMM? He went to some music festival called Music Convention. NAMM.
Yeah.
NAMM.
We almost went. That's a big annual event, but we're very excited because we're going to CineGear this weekend.
You're going to go to a synagogue?
Synagogue, yeah, CineGear. Louis says a crow figure. Does it come with bird seed? No.
It comes with a bird.
Yeah. CineGear is the big kind of cinema gear festival that happens every year. Megan loves it.
You go spend too much money?
Yeah, there's a bunch of like new drones and cinema cameras and.
Or is it the stuff they show you and it's how much money you're going to spend in a year when it eventually hits the market or something?
A little bit of both. A little bit better than. There's classes, seminars, all the stuff. So
cool.
It's really cool. So Megan did a really cool thing. She we should have had it up as a graphic. That was one thing I wanted to tell you. She made a cool post that was we're going to try to post one of our questions of the week early, Ryan. So people can kind of respond to it. And the title we came up for our question of the week was our What's in the Box question of the week.
Oh, that's cute.
So the question of this week, we ripped off of the Fat Man Beyond show, Kevin Smith show. Someone wrote in this question. We thought it was great. So we're going to pass it over to the Pulp Fiction Live unboxing show. If you were to make a Lethal Weapon buddy cop movie, but using one character from DC and one character from Marvel, who would be your Murtaugh and who would be your Riggs?
I'm going to go Punisher and Peacemaker.
Oh, man, that's good.
Because I don't think there's any way. They're like, oh, no, that would be bad. I think that would be interesting. Be a lot of like Frank Castle saying, "I'm not crazy like you." You know, I don't know. I think it would be good.
Punisher and Peacemaker. That's a good choice. All right, Megan, who would be your characters?
I thought of having Storm from Marvel with Billy Batson.
Okay, I can see like her, you think he's a kid, you know, and she doesn't have a lot of time to be like taking care of children. Yeah.
Everyone's shit.
Yeah.
She's
Yeah.
got really important X-Men things
Yeah. She's a
to do.
queen, you know, she's a goddess. Yeah.
And Billy Bats is just a
Billy. Yeah.
And they're both lightning.
And they're both
related,
lightning
you know?
oriented. Yeah. I like it.
That's very good. That's a good choice, Megan. I thought it'd be cool to have, you know, Deathstroke and Deadpool.
There you go.
Because Deathstroke would be the straight man and Deadpool would be the nutso. But then I thought, like, to even have more of a straight man, like a Murtaugh, and also make him African American, you could do Black Panther as your Murtaugh.
Yeah.
And then as your Riggs for DC, you do Lobo.
Oh, man.
Just total Mel Gibson craziness.
Yeah.
So that would be fun.
This child doesn't deserve that.
Stephen Howard says Ambush Bug and Four Bush Man.
There you go.
So if anyone else from the audience has an answer, we'd love to hear it. We might ask Mike the question, and same thing with Jared or anyone else.
Sven says Rorschach and Cyclops.
Wow. That would be quite one.
It's a good one.
Jared's over here. Jared, get over in his shot. Everybody, this is Jared Wilson coming over here. Jared Wilson. So Jared, the question of the night is, it's called our What's in the Box special question is, if you were to be making a Lethal Weapon movie and you're casting
He's already made 5.
your Murtaugh and Riggs, but you have to do one character from Marvel, one character from DC as your Murtaugh and Riggs.
Can't we just be Murtaugh and Riggs?
There you
Pretty
go.
much. Well, which one of you is too old for this ish?
Definitely Ryan.
I'm Murtaugh. I am Murtaugh all day. I know that.
That's how
By the way, my wife loves your shirt, Jared. Her favorite movie of all time.
it's in my top 5.
You're my Huckleberry.
Oh,
There we go. Perfect.
see. I feel
All
understood.
right, so who would it be? DC. So I said Black Panther and Lobo.
That's great.
Megan
Actually,
said-
Mel Gibson playing Lobo.
Yeah.
Would be great.
Yeah, right. Megan said Storm and Billy Batson.
Okay.
And then Ryan, who'd you say?
Punisher and Peacemaker.
That's phenomenal. Actually, I can't top that.
Yeah, you can. Say it into the mic. Actually, I think you already. The good answer is you and me. I think that's.
I think
That's it?
Yeah.
I like it. Louis says, I would have Doctor Strange team up with Mr. Mixius Pitalik.
There you go.
Perfect. That'd be hilarious. Jared, what's going on with you? Writing any more books?
Actually,
Yeah.
I just finished.
Promote, man. Say it into the mic.
Promote. Hi. Hello, everyone. So I just finished a rough draft for my own version of Alice in Wonderland.
Cool.
Yep, that's kind of a thing I've been working on. My son challenged me to do my own version of a Lewis Carroll book because I like Lewis Carroll. So I did that. But
That's
it's
Jabberwocky.
sounds. I mean, that stuff's just cool, right? Like, I mean,
No, I
just
know.
that,
I'm just like, have you gotten that far?
yeah. Oh, yeah.
You're not going to tell us?
No,
Okay,
I can't
fine,
tell you.
fine.
The rough draft's done.
Okay.
It's but that's a long ways out. That's all I can say. There
But
is a sunflower.
Are you thinking of it being like a children's book or?
Oh yeah. But it did get a lot darker than I intended it to be. It was like, so okay, real quick. So the original Alice in Wonderland books, it was almost like not episodical, but like every chapter she's coming across something crazy, and then the next chapter is something crazy, and the next chapter is something crazy. And Lewis Carroll's whole point was he wanted to write books without a moral for children. He just wanted to give them something fun that really had nothing to say, nothing on its mind. It was just crazy stuff happening. And here you go. It's fun. Good night, And I don't know how to do that. So I started writing. And halfway through the book, I realized I was writing a moral. And
I don't think you know how to not do that.
I don't. Yeah. And so I was just like, okay, whatever. This is my version. So there it is. My version has a morality tale, but whatever. As far as books I did publish, I did do another Tom Danger book. Tom Danger and the Dragon Troll.
Why is it not in the store? What's happening here?
Well, Ryan hated it.
I did.
And he was just like, look, I'm done with this stuff, dude. No. Honestly, like I've had no time to promote, and it's just been
Jared's welcome here anytime. If he ever
There we
gets a
go.
minute,
There we
come
go.
in here and promote his book. Absolutely.
yeah, busy life lately, and it's not been time. But I'm promoting now. So if you like children's books, if you have children that like children's books, please, by all means, look for Tom Danger and the Dragon Troll. I think it's the best thing I've written up until now. So,
Can they find it on Amazon?
yeah, Amazon, Barnes and Noble, all that stuff. Just type in Tom Danger online, and you have Tom Danger and the Ice Snake, Tom Danger and the Full of Honey, and Tom Danger and the Dragon Troll. So all 3 books are available now. Yeah.
Dragon Troll is what I do to Annie every week.
The Dragon Troll. He's good. This guy, he's witty. Yeah, real quick. I just saw this sitting
You
here.
gonna help me sell some books?
So I don't even know what this is about,
Oh,
but it's Jeff Lemire. See, I don't buy any books until they're in graphic novel form. I think everybody knows that by now, you know? So I will be buying this probably tomorrow. But I can tell you this. I have looked at the artwork. And if you love Jeff Lemire's artwork, then this book is worth the price of admission.
and if you
just
hate
off
Jeff
of that.
Lemire's artwork, then this is not going to change your mind.
But if you hate Jeff Lemire's artwork and you love good stories, then it doesn't matter that you hate Jeff Lemire's artwork, because the story, I can already guarantee you the story is great. Guarantee it. And especially when he does it with his own artwork, he seems to write better stories. I don't know.
All my favorite stuff is the stuff he draws.
Yeah. I think he puts more heart into it, right? Like it's all his stuff on display, right? And so he goes full throttle. So
He's not burdened by being like, this is not my toy. This is
Right.
somebody else's toy. I should be more entertaining.
no,
not
I can
burdened
just
by
do
that.
whatever I want. I think one of my favorite Jeff Lemire books is Frog Catchers. If you haven't, they
Frog
just
Catchers is
released a paperback version not too long ago. Sorry, am I speaking?
No,
too
I don't
loud?
know.
Okay, no.
Just trying to put him on.
It is one of the greatest meditations on death that I've ever read. You know, it's just this beautiful, sad. Oh, psychedelic's not the right word.
It's a little psychedelic.
A little bit,
Yeah.
right? Like it's kind of trippy in its own way,
Right.
but in a very backwoods Jeff Lemire way, you
Yeah.
know, which is right up my alley. If you like, again, good artwork, good storytelling, and you can read Frog Catchers in like 10 minutes. There's like five minutes worth of dialogue. The other 5 minutes is just following the pictures. But that's a great read.
We also have tons of copies of Sweet Tooth because y'all just forgot about it as soon as the show ended. But there's more coming.
They are
And
working on season 2.
I really enjoyed the show, but let's not kid ourselves. It's nowhere near as good as the comic book. And if you think that you're some hardcore person that likes post-apocalyptic dark things, hey, guess what? Sweet Tooth actually might mess your stuff up.
I think Sweet Tooth is definitely one of the best takes on like post-apocalyptic stuff, but also one of the most unique.
Yeah,
It has
yeah.
one of the best endings, like by far. It just, in terms of wrapping up a story well, in terms of giving a completely new twist on things that you will not expect. Sweet Tooth just delivers all over, and the big man is like one of the greatest, like just guys. You know, I'm a sucker for Old Man on their last trip stories. You know, Old Man Logan, Unforgiven, anything with that archetype. The old guy is grizzled, and you know he's going out. And the big man is one of the best, at least comic book version of that archetype. He's great. Yeah,
Definitely great.
he's pretty good in the show too.
I like him. Yeah.
I only saw a couple episodes yet. I was watching with Caleb, and he like ditched out on me, so I got to wait. But
Once I clued into what the show was doing, because it kind of felt more like a Tim Burton does Sweet
Gotcha.
Tooth kind of
Yeah.
thing. Then I was like, it's a fairy tale almost, like, you know.
Right.
Then I was into it. But it's very different. Like the comic feels very real and gritty. And the show not so much, but I think it's pretty dark towards the end of the last season. So
I do plan on getting back to it. I enjoyed what I saw.
Yeah.
It was just something I was watching with Caleb, so when he stepped out, I just followed him.
the
whatever he was
overall
watching.
point here is that I ordered a bunch of Sweet Tooth graphic novels, and I still have
You
them.
need to buy them.
And you're like, I don't know what to read. I'll find something good to read. Right there, there's something good to read. Right there, there's something good.
Not just that, there's Sweet Tooth, the full story in the used section. Like you can literally go buy the whole thing for like, I think it's like what, $14.99?
Do I have a 7 there or something?
Yeah.
Oh.
I like keep.
What's Jeff Lemire's space animal story?
Oh, Primordial. Yeah, he just came out with a brand new one, Primordial. If you can't get down with Jeff Lemire's artwork, which I can understand, I have nothing to say to you if you don't like Andre Sorrentino. Now we're just doing Facebook live sales again. Just fine. This is fun. Primordial is fantastic. I have a couple copies of those left right now. This is essentially, I'm going to call it Space Odyssey meets like Homeward Bound. And it's like, hey, don't think too hard about all the animals we sent into space because that's kind of sad. But it's like, oh, but what if something happened different than just dying in a spaceship? What if something happens? That's all I'm going to say.
What if something happened?
What if something happened? That was not the end of the story. It was starvation and death.
Starvation and
Yeah, Sweet Tooth. There you go. You're right. I do have the whole set. I forgot about that.
Well, not just that, they have like a condensed compendium copy over there too. A couple of those, man. But this is
Look at this Jeff Lemire love fest we're having here. Jared,
sorry, that's my fault, man. Like,
it's okay.
It's literally I am very picky on the comics that I read, only because I can't afford to read as many as I'd like to.
Have you read Gideon Falls yet?
I started it.
That's the next one I got to check out.
So, well, you had the library, remember? So
Those are gonna be forever before those all come out.
I know. Back when you had the library, I was reading Gideon Falls.
Hey, if you like Jeff Lemire and you're tuning out right now because you're like, I already read all this stuff. Did you already put your pre-order in for the Bone Orchard Mythos?
With
the Bone Orchard Mythos with Andrea Sorrentino
again, and they're a great team. Period. Yeah, I can't wait for that either. That's gonna be a horror anthology with just Sorrentino's artwork with horror. Like, I mean, just
Little monsters too.
Little monsters.
Stephen Howard recommends Little Monsters. Stephen Howard says May's book is incredible.
Little Monsters, I keep saying I'm going to do it. 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 Dustin Wynn's fairly local, I think. We haven't had him here. We had a guest. He was a guest at the store years ago, so I think that he'd be. I could get him to come in here for the graphic novel release. So if you've been collecting Little Monsters and comics, you can bring them in and get signed.
About Little Monsters, can you tell us what you think of Little Monsters?
You got to get closer.
Is it a kids thing?
It has kids in it. There's kids in it.
So
vampire kids.
My son, real quick, this handsome young lad has been coming to the comic shop and reading Little Monsters. He's been
and then buying them.
and then buying them.
This is not a library, kids. This is not a library.
I come here and I buy stuff for me, and I'm like, you go read that stuff over. No, I'm joking. But he's been reading Little Monsters, and apparently it's pretty good. Right? It's a Dragon Ball sitting right there. He's reading all your merchandise.
As long as they don't put their gum in it.
Right. No, but apparently Little Monsters is really good. He's given me a good review on it, so check that one out too. And Dustin Nguyen is phenomenal. That guy is, and a nice guy.
Yes.
You met him?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good dude, man.
Yeah, he is.
He'll take the time to just.
I'm hoping he'll take the time to come to a signing here because he was here before. I almost talked a bunch of crap on somebody that's still here. We didn't. I don't think we got a really big turnout. I'm confident that if I get Dustin in here, I can get a really big turnout. So sound off if that's something you're interested in, guys. For sketches, remarks, any books that you want to have signed, or all the stuff that he's been doing over the years.
Rick Rock 34.
He's a rock star, I think.
Rick Rock says, "How many times I got to tell you about Gideon Falls?" Apparently, Rick Rock 34.
I'm gonna read it. It's done. I got it. I gotta read it. It's on the file.
Rick Rock 34 is an intelligent man. Obviously, that's It was really good.
Hey, Marco Fontanelli is on our Instagram.
Marco Fontanelli.
You got to check out. Oh, what's the new Scout thing? It's called Pentagram of Horror. Thank you, Derek. Pentagram of Horror. Each issue is a totally self-contained horror thing. This is an amazing artist, this guy. I fell in love with him, or King Jira, which is a really cool riff on Godzilla that he did recently. So yeah, if you're looking for some good horror books to check out, put Pentagram of Horror on your pull.
What's King Jira?
I'll tell you later.
Okay. All right.
It's pretty great. There might be a fancy, like, kind of oversized artist edition coming out of it soon, and I'll have that here in the store.
Let me know, as I'll get it.
Hey, Ryan, we should cut this cake and get Mike.
Let's do it.
So
I got a pee-pee.
Hi, guys.
Mike, get over here.
Michael. Paging Michael.
Paging Michael Lerner. Can you strike this over there? Yeah. Over this side.
Oh, just right here.
Is this a Michael Lerner story? I don't know what I'm doing.
The Michael Lerner story. How did you start a comic book store in Long Beach 16 years ago? I don't know what I'm doing.
Asking me silly questions. We know the story about how there was a female involved, and
Yeah,
it led to my downfall.
I tell that as every story does. Mike, we're gonna miss you. I'm gonna miss you. Thank you very much for the opportunity to keep Pulp Fiction going into the future. Hopefully, for another 16 years. I'm going for 20. We'll see.
Break my record.
Yeah. That's I'm not saying. Well, that's about all I can do. Here, say something to people. And say
Thank
bye.
you, everyone. Loved all of my customers. Well, I didn't love all of you, but I loved having customers. Loved having the store. Grateful for almost all of you.
Half the people watching like, who is he? Who's this
For
guy?
those of you who don't know me, I was the owner until about a year and a half ago. I guess I have one request. Everybody treat Ryan nicely. And if you're watching from Culver City, treat Chris nicely. Buy lots of stuff. Spend lots of money. Keep the store going.
I can't pay him back until you pay me.
That's right.
Mike, you passed the store over to Ryan at the perfect time, by the way, right?
Yeah, right during a pandemic.
No, you got the store post-pandemic. Come on. I was there for the beginning of the pandemic.
You gotta look at your cake on camera.
Yes,
I saw the cake.
I
saw the cake already. But
I don't know how you do that.
Yeah, I want to do it without like having it. There you go. This was from Derek, everybody.
Now you can all stop feeling bad about him leaving. He's a big old Patriots fan. Boo! Boo!
Show it to the cell phone there, Mike. That's the Instagram feed.
I'm gonna do this. All right.
Very good. You can see it. That's good.
Are we good? All right. Everybody, that was all courtesy of Derek. Thank you, Derek. And Megan.
Well, I wanted to put an expletive on it, but the cake place wouldn't let me.
So I'm gonna change the name. That's okay, right?
You can do what you want with it.
You know who cares more about changing the name than you do? The former owner of the store, Derek. Derek's gonna leave me. Derek's gonna have a meltdown.
I get really nervous because I'll overhear Ryan having these conversations. Oh, I'm working on a new logo and possibly changing the name. I'm like, what? What? How dare you?
I'm gonna do something I would never do and don't really want to do, but I feel like I should. I should also thank all the employees, even though you irritated me most of the time. You guys were great. I was blessed most of the time. I had a lot of great employees here, so that's why you should treat them all really nice.
Yeah, perfect. What?
Jared Wilson was your favorite, right?
Jared Wilson is my favorite customer.
Perfect. What are a couple of your favorite memories, Mike, from the store?
Oh, really?
You're stretching it. You're stretching it pretty thin there, easily. You're skating on thin ice.
There's so many good memories. I couldn't pluck one out of my head if I had to.
All right, get out of here. We'll miss you.
We're so thankful. Thanks, Mike. Everyone give it for Mike Lerner. Woo! Bird.
Enough of that guy. The king is dead. Long live the king.
There we go. Perfect. Yeah. I can I share Mike's story real quick?
Yes, please.
So I was working on a script, and I just came into Pulp Fiction back in penultimate. Yes, exactly. Looked at my new line, but never optioned. I was working on a script back in like 2006 or something, and I met Mike and started shopping and at the store, and I wanted to check out all the different like superhero comics and specifically anything that like what'd you say? What happened? What did I do? Oh no!
You got to trade stories. That's the way it works.
Yeah, exactly.
Tit for tat.
Unfortunately, Mike got me hooked like crack on comics again because I collected as a youth and I stopped.
And you're no longer addicted to comic books as though they were crack cocaine.
My wife is not about to kill me with the amount of comic books I buy. But of course, exactly. It's basically a storage unit of comics. One comic would end, or one graphic novel would end. Look, we got to cut to the kid. There we go. You have the best looking co-host right there, Ryan.
Hi. High five.
You gotta get a picture of that.
Fist bump.
Those Wilson kids are at it again.
As they are. Good thing you only have one or two of them.
All right, Derek, your story.
But anyway, so of course with comic books, one thing led into another because I'm like, oh, I read this graphic novel, right? But what about this? And everything led in an Infinite Crisis led, and then before you know it, I was full on collecting again and then working at the store. So
well,
I just loved appreciate Mike's friendship over the years, talking family and sports and politics and all types of things. And it was just always great to his customers and his employees. And I just, I think he's changed a lot of lives and did a lot of great stuff.
He's listening to everything you
very
say.
Very generous guy. Oh, he doesn't care. He doesn't care.
But, I care, Derek.
I'm very thankful for him, and I think a lot of people.
I am Murtaugh, and I am getting too old for this, Esh. But I care more than he does.
That's true.
You could say that. I will. I want to double down on that. I got into comic books a little bit late. I wasn't wild about the store I was going to because I didn't feel like anybody was talking to me, and I wasn't really making any friends. And then I went to Pulp Fiction, where people argue about comic books all day long.
Yes.
And you and I both, I remember spending hours in Pulp Fiction, like, why aren't we home? This is stupid, but we're going to keep talking anyway. And so it was cool that Michael had a place that was possible.
The clubhouse.
He was always trying new things. He did things like selling used books, doing the library. I didn't have a lot of money, so I constantly appreciated cheap ways for people to pick up books, which I hopefully try to carry forward with you guys. And I learned a lot from Mike, and I learned a lot from him, the things he did right and the things he did wrong. And we're gonna keep it going, and we're gonna miss him. But he's not going that far.
Stephen Howard says, "Thanks for the awesomeness of Pulp Fiction store, Mike." And David.
Sorry that he wasn't. It's one of the few customers that Michael really. He's in the top 5%.
Steve, you're in the top 5%. Mike said.
If Mike didn't mention you, he hates you.
And then David Enrique Chang says, "Great to see you,
Dave.
Mike. Good luck on your ventures." Dave, you got anything you want to promote?
No.
Sure.
Yeah, for now, yeah.
All right.
You don't want to tell a story?
You want to tell a story on camera?
He's good. He's a good man.
I'm glad that he's leaving. I'm glad that Mike's leaving because all of his ticks and little things that I do because I spent 10 years with him, nobody's going to know. They're just going to think they're me.
Mike, you don't know that in our business for Derek Easley Entertainment, we've carried on. Send me an email. Send me an email.
Or
Mike would always say that. Someone would try to talk. He goes, "No, send me an email.
Send me an email.
Send me an email."
Yeah, we haven't used it in a while, but we used to wishes were fishes.
Oh, wishes or fishes. I forgot about that.
I know. I thought about the other day.
Mike is enjoying his cake. He has a
Mike,
big blue mouth.
You're a man child. We do have a cake cutter over here. He's sticking his fingers in it. He's a typical Patriot fan over here.
All right, enough of all this gooey nonsense.
Jared, do you have any Mike stories?
Never mind. More gooey nonsense.
All right, come tell a quick one real quick before we wrap this up.
Use the bathroom.
Anthony, do you have any Mike stories? He's like, that guy was terrible.
Okay.
Oh, good old Mike. That's like you have a funeral before you're dead, right? So you see what people really think.
Okay.
You're live, Jared. You're live.
So everybody knows I have 6 children, big family, and I had been working 2 jobs for a long, long time. And I quit a steady second job to get to join another job, which was paying more. And I was getting on a good footing. And the person who was contracting my labor got fired, and they couldn't afford to contract me anymore. So I come to Mike, and I said, "Hey, Mike, man, I need a job. One income isn't enough. I need some help." And Mike did not need me. He didn't need me. And he was like, "I got a job for you," even though he didn't need me. And he let me work here for about a year. And essentially, I was working, I was doing the job that I was paid to do, but he was doing all of that without actually needing me to be here. And that was huge. And right around the time things phased out here, things picked up at my first job, and I got a ton of OT, and I didn't need a second job anymore. And Mike helped to keep my family afloat during that time. So
that's awesome.
Mike is
grab that child,
buddy.
Let me see that child.
Here we go. So he's a star. They're all stars. It's because I make such beautiful kids,
That's right. Well, that's mostly Jamie is doing.
Well, yeah, yeah. But so as far as I'm concerned, Mike will always be a huge part of our family and a friend to our family. Oh, here we go. I got both kids right here.
Strangely enough, Ryan is not your biggest kid.
You see what he did?
I'm doing it. Go back, Ryan. Let me get a picture of that. What do you do? What do you do?
What?
See, watch
So-
it. Hopefully, he does it again.
So what I was gonna say, I don't know which one's bigger.
I am invincible to your short jokes.
So yeah, and obviously Pulp Fiction is family. Okay, say hi. Say hi. Okay, say goodbye.
Bye. All right, let's wrap this up.
Go.
Go check out Tom Danger.
All right. Anything else, Ryan, with the store? Anything else? Godzilla
Oh no,
Day?
let's
Godzilla Day?
Godzilla Day maybe in August.
Maybe in August?
Probably in August.
Where can we find Dave online? What's Dave's website?
Dave Ket Zarstar Studios. Zarstar Studios. And American Retro Graphics. And look out for him soon with some news. We're going to do some stuff. He's got some really cool things coming out. Sold is Blank. Great title. I got it right. I'm not going to eat that. I'm just kidding.
How dare you? Chocolate on chocolate cake. All right, Ryan.
All right.
That's
Cheers,
the show.
everybody.
Let me cut back to me. Thank you so much for everyone for watching. Thank you for everyone being customers at Pulp Fiction Long Beach. We do have a Facebook group that's besides the Facebook page that you can join and post pictures. You can post your memes. You can post your collections, debate stuff. So please join that group. And we are currently streaming to Facebook, Instagram, Twitch, and Twitter, and YouTube. We used to do TikTok stuff. We're going to try to get back into that soon. And, of course, film more events that Ryan's got going on here at the store. So please participate in the community, buy your comic books, and read them. Are you still doing those email notices, Ryan?
Yeah, they seem to still be working out. People should, if they don't get it tonight, they should get it tomorrow morning.
Perfect. And then check out the newsletter that comes out every.
Yeah, now that's a tough sell.
Every week. It comes out every week.
It's been consistent. It's every Thursday.
Every Thursday.
Every
so,
Thursday.
Ryan likes to post that on the Facebook page and also in the stories, and I repost it on the Instagram proper, of course. And get your FOCs in, and also check out hopefully we'll do some live videos from the store tomorrow. Yes, Steven calls it Tiki-Taki. Yes, Tiki-Taki, Steve. And if you need any video, film, photography, post-production, graphics, any drone work at all, you can hit up me and Megan at DerekEasley.com. And thank you so much for watching, everybody. I'm going to cut back to Ryan to close it out.
Oh, I should have had my mouth stuffed with cake. It was a missed opportunity.
Hold on, wait a second. I'm going to cut back to me. So thank you so much for watching, everybody. Stay safe. This is Pulp Fiction Live Show from Long Beach. We're going to go back to Ryan to close the show out. Ryan? Ryan? Oh.
Have a good night, everybody. I'll
Good
see you
night,
tomorrow.
everybody. Buy your comics and read them.